Hello, everyone. Welcome to Astral Luck. Namaste. Special thanks to or mention to people who have left their comments. Again, they are very similar, same names: Annie M, Annie Marina, or Lovek, Nish, Raj Mathur, Janine, and Ellie. Thank you so much for your polls, which I've asked which options do you want me to read for pick a card. So option 3 and 5 were most popular, and then there was tie between option 8 and option 9. And I took the liberty to choose option 9. That was veto power that I took. So I'll start with option 9 today, and we will do option 3 and option 5 in the coming days, and then we would create a new poll and we would repeat uh, some popular options and some new options so that you can choose more uh, pick a card readings that you want to watch. So let's pick the cards. Option 9 was, what does the next phase of your life look like? So I'm quite curious about myself. So I have not chosen a pile yet, but opportunity beckons, which says that yes, there are opportunities for all of us. That's true. I've not chosen a pile yet. My usual thing is that I'll do all the readings and I'll play the video for myself and roll a die and see which number comes in for my uh, luck, and then I'll just take that pile for myself. So while I'm reading, I'm open because if I pre-choose a pile, I always have anxiety, and I tend to read that pile with a lot of anxiety, which is wrong. So I definitely don't want to do that. So whenever I stop talking, the top four cards would be the pile indicators. So this is pile one, helpless and hopeless. Pile two, heart chakra. Pile 3, spread your wings. And pile 4, find balance. I hope you have chosen your pile. If not, just pause the video now and you can choose your pile among one of these. And I would start the reading with pile 1. So your card is helpless and hopeless, which doesn't mean that you are really helpless or hopeless right now. Only thing is that there is limitation that you definitely are seeing too narrowly right now. What I'm seeing here is that the sun is rising in front of you and there are new opportunities opening up, but you were in utter darkness in the past and you possibly were not seeing the opportunities in front of you and you were feeling helpless and hopeless. But now the sun, because the sun is rising in front of you, you see that there are multiple options to take you to where you always wanted to be, and now you would find new options for yourself. uh, with that intention, I'm going to shuffle your cards here, asking what does the next phase of your life looks like. What does the next phase of your life looks like? What does the next phase of your life looks like? What does next phase of your life looks like? What does next phase of your life looks like? Spirits and guides and ascended masters and ancestors, please tell us what does the next phase of life looks like. So they have already revealed that you would have a lot of status. You have Jupiter in Taurus. Jupiter in Taurus is a very special energy. Although Jupiter is a kind of energy which doesn't like to go with Venusian energies, not, and Taurus is ruled by Venus. What I would still say is that you would be given special honor with the kind from the people who are equally benevolent, equally good, equally very superior like you, but you don't like their attitudes. But now these people are honoring you and welcoming you in their homes, in their workspaces, in their professional spaces, and giving you equal status or even higher status. And that is something that you would enjoy on the exterior level, but deep inside, you still don't connect with them. But nevertheless, you have the status, you know how to use that status. That is something that you will learn over the period of time, and you would master your skills over a period of time to elevate your status even more. That's what I'm seeing here. What I'm seeing here is that ignorance, you would be easily spotting the ignorance in the people who are giving you that status. You don't like them, but you need to stay grounded. Don't point out that the other person who is inviting you and giving you a space in their life, even though you don't like that person. Uh, be grounded. Don't uh, tell them that you hate them or you don't like them. The reason why I'm saying that is that you would find a lot of things are superficial and you would want to tell it on their face, but be smart about it. That's what they're saying, that the creation has a plan. It may look superficial to you. It's your problem. It's not their problem. That's what the universe, this creation card is telling here. You need to have both yin and yang. Maybe you are uh, too internally focused and want to focus on your internal strength, but there are people who are very externally focused, and there is space for both kind of people. And if somebody is giving you an honor to be able to find yourself, be thankful that they at least recognize that about you. That's what the cards are telling. So somewhere somebody, uh, a group of people are going to connect with you, give you lot of honor, lot of enjoyment, but deep inside you are not enjoying that, but then learn to enjoy it. That's the message here. So first thing that is coming on your way is lot of honor and recognition from the people who you always certified as uh, m- too shallow. Let's put it in that way. And then we have acquisition, Sun in Taurus and uh, Mercury in Capricorn. So Taurus energy is quite dominant here for you, which is more about creating families uh, and creating some food for thought, creating an identity for yourself. So I definitely see Sun in Taurus is very much uh, creating your identity, understanding what you like, what you don't like, and also creating new connections with a lot of people whom you may not like initially, but over a period of time, you would learn that if you have to create something, you have to appreciate every kind of people. And what I'm seeing here is that a lot of wealth is getting generated, and there is no bounds because Jupiter coming with Sun, it expands that solar energy in your second house uh, of Taurus, which is more of wealth creation, more of uh, making healthy relationships and creating a lot of security for yourself. Along with that, Mercury in Capricorn is you are able to communicate your aspirations and all the good things that you have done in the past very efficiently with the rest of the world. And you are creating some kind of ecosystem which you and others are going to get benefited of in very long time. This would be a long term energy. Then we have a book, man, and tower. Okay, the moment I saw book, uh, I'll be very straightforward. If you are in the business of writing, any kind of writing, you would get some kind of recognition, or you would finish some kind of writing, uh, and whatever you write would be of a very strangely of very superior quality, and you would yourself be surprised with the end product for first of all, and then somebody else will recognize your qua- superiority in that writing or something, and would give you a very good deal out of that writing whatever you have written. But for all others who are non-writers and watching this video and this pile one, I would say that some kind of hidden information is brought to you by a man in your workspace, which you would definitely use, and you would become very powerful, and you can actually use that information for your own good and your own career growth. So that's what is coming for you in near future. I don't know why I was guided to this pile first. So let's take this pile. So you have the star, six of cups, and 10 of wands. What I'm seeing here is that definitely the luck is on your side, but the burden of your past, the people who rejected you in the past are now coming and giving you recognition, and you're still carrying the burden. No, 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 this person is recognizing me now just because I'm in a favorable situation, and people these people were just making fun of me in the past. But that's how life is, dear. Don't worry about it. Enjoy your moment and continue to do whatever you are doing to get out of that darkness, because you did something to cut out that ignorance in your life, bring knowledge in your life. Ganesha here represents knowledge. Apart from grounding, he also represents knowledge, and you connected with supernatural to create some kind of bigger things or attract this information, to attract this knowledge. So continue doing that, and that is very important for you right now. It will help you to improve your life further. It will help you to take your life further. Don't carry the burden of your past in your present. People change. Even you might have done that with someone in the past. No one is a saint here. Remember that. Then we have two of swords, knight of cups, and knight of pentacles. Okay, how interestingly is this? The knight of cups and knight of pentacles both are moving to each other. What I'm seeing here is that you have ta- uh, brought a big treasure, and the other person who is approaching you is also approaching you with a regular, uh, maybe this person has you have a rare diamond and this person has gold. A rare diamond is more precious than gold, and this person is bringing you gold, and you have a precious diamond, and you both are in a very unequal status right now. In past, you did not have anything. You were uh, no one. This person in the past had a lot of gold. Now your status has changed, and you are in a confusion right now how to deal with this situation, because you don't know how to handle it. Even the other person doesn't know how to handle it. So this is coming to you in next 2 months. I'm seeing that, and next 2 months. So somewhere in by mid of January, things will change for you. So we have three of swords and temperance. Okay, the cards are giving you a warning. When this kind of situation happens, where you don't know how to react to others because others have been handling things in a different way, and now you are somebody whom they cannot ignore, and now they are handling things in a different way. Uh, be grounded and have a balanced approach towards life, because that's what will keep you going and continue to uh, hold on to your treasure, that rarest of diamond that you have, which is more infinite time costly than the insane amount of gold this person may possess. Uh, what the cards are telling is that if you become overly proud about yourself, you might break others' heart, and that will fall back on you. That karma will fall back on you and make things difficult for you in future. Then we have, I usually don't read cards in reverse, but then this came in reverse. Let me see if I've kept, okay, I've kept the entire deck upside down. So that is the reason. So, but still it came in reverse, and then it followed by that was Ace of Swords. What I'm seeing here is that you have put in a lot of hard work, and you have got recognition of this hard work after very long time. But now what is happening is that that recognition is coming from very meaningful place. That recognition is coming from a very supernatural place, not from anything else. Somebody recognized that you have worked very hard, maybe your ancestors, maybe uh, some other entity, a supernatural entity, they are giving you that. It's coming very deep inside you, because all the supernatural powers are also deep inside you, but you need to acknowledge that, because it, there would be a time in future where you might think that everything happened just because of you, and that would be a big mistake. That's what they're saying. But I know a lot of my audience are not that shallow, uh, because you are more kind of Jupiter energy. Jupiter energy is very thankful to the supreme consciousness, but yeah, very judgmental about people who are shallow. But somewhere, because Taurus is very active in this reading, you might get influenced with that at certain point in time, and you might feel that everything happened just because of your own willpower and your own courage, and there was nothing to do with supernatural and super consciousness or God or universe, and that's where you might fall into trouble. And my purpose here is to keep you reminded that it takes two to tango. So you might have put in all the hard work, which was great, but then there was some entity called God, universe, or supernatural, who, whatever you call that entity, was also playing an equal part to bring this recognition. Because what you are going to get now is something beyond anyone's expectation. No one has expected that. That's what I'm saying here. I'll keep this reading going if I want, and it will never end, because I'm so feeling happy and lucky for you. But this is the good moment to stop this reading. So if you want to have a personal reading with me, astrology or tarot, please visit my website astroluck.com. The link is given below. Thank you so much. Bye bye and namaste. Pile 2. If you have chosen heart chakra, this is your reading. So the question that we are asking today is, what does the next phase of your life looks like? So what I'm feeling here is that the next phase of your life, you are opening up to the super consciousness, and you are also opening up to your grounding, your roots. So it could be family roots, it could be generational roots, that ancestral roots that you have been getting along with, or taking care of the responsibilities that your forefathers, your ancestors might have taken upon their shoulder, and it's some kind of realization and some kind of karmic connection, and from the past, but also opening up to the higher order and aligning both the higher order, the universal consciousness, with your uh, karmic or ancestral responsibilities. You are aligning them and making them more, it's kind of like either you're releasing them or you're understanding what are your responsibilities and you're taking up your responsibilities. And if you have already done that knowingly or unknowingly, if you have already uh, finished your responsibilities, you're releasing yourself from that. That's what I feel seeing this heart chakra card. But nevertheless, let's see what the other cards have to say here. And before we get into that, we will shuffle all the cards that, with this information, with this energy that we have already received from the heart chakra, and then we'll see what Oracle, Tarot, and Lenormand cards have to say about your situation. What are you going to have in the next phase of your life? So the very first card is right action. As I already said, that you are uh, somehow putting yourself in alignment with your past through connecting with the divine. So you will start taking the right actions to fulfill your duties. Not that you are taking a lot of burdens of your ancestors, but it is a karmic plan that you were born with this family. You inherited all the goods and bad things that your ancestors have done in the past, and now is the time for you to take those responsibilities and love yourself and love your ancestors, because there is something that is being not taken care in terms of loving your ancestors in a proper way, and that will help you to connect with your ancestors so that they can bring more luck and help you to overcome all the difficulties in your life. Especially, you might be facing a lot of, this could be a pattern in your life, like you're able to finish a lot of things till 99%, and at the 99th percent something would happen and it will go back to zero, and you are coming out of that phase. Your ancestors are helping you to come out of that phase, and they are helping you to adapt with all the losses that you have had in the past. Moon in Gemini, you are now more in the phase of having a dual personality, one who is taking care of isolate. These two personalities are isolated, what they are telling me, but they are also telling me is that one uh, phase which is out there in your workspace or in the public life is more like a achiever and go-getter, and the one that is there in your personal life is more dedicated to fulfilling uh, the duties that you had with your ancestors. And because you are able to compartmentalize these two things, it would be very easy for you to achieve success in the outer world and have a calmer life in your own self, in your personal life. No more anxieties. The Tower card confirms that. Tower card shows success in career along with the Rider. It shows that there's some kind of messages that might come to you, uh, which would bring something new in your life, some kind of new opportunities in your life. And then this card showed up, the cloud, which is either this new opportunity is removing the cloud and darkness from the past, or this new opportunity will be there in front of you and you are confused whether you need to accept it or not. I think that you would accept that new opportunity that is coming uh, very quickly towards you in terms of careers, and even if you're confused, you will accept it. Or it will bring a different kind of understanding, and all the confusion from the past is gone. So you have the child, the cloud, and the ring here. So bringing lot of new relationships and lucks, or clarifying lot of relationships and taking out all the confusions from the relationship that you had. So next we have, okay, you have three cards coming together. Six of swords moving forward, with page of cups, opening your heart again. See this, the heart chakra is getting highlighted here. So it's that you are moving. What I'm seeing here is that you are moving away from the karmic hardships, and your ancestors are quite impressed with you, and they are showing you a path forward to move away from all the confusion, and you would be taking more mature actions in your life and would be taking things more strongly in a direction which is more good for you, and you are opening your heart towards love. It's interesting that it's falling exactly, the page of cup is falling exactly below the love card. So I'm quite happy to see that, and I'm kind of seeing that you would open up to a very special person, possibly in your workplace, or possibly uh, let's see, possibly in your workspace, because of the tower card here. Because in the Lenormand sequence, we are starting with the tower, which usually denotes the workplace, and we are ending with a ring card, which is of a very strong relationship. So, what I'm seeing here is that you might be opening up even for a love relationship in your workspace, and you would be very happy with that. The next card is Ace of Cups, which is also denoting beginning of something new, beginning of something great. That confirms that call that came, that yes, you are opening up for something to love. You are opening up to some new emotions, some positive emotions, letting go of the past, and your ancestors are playing a very important role, and they are taking you from something which was miserable because of the lineage that you are born in, but then the lineage also has a lot of positive things, and the ancestors have said, made a collective decision that you have done enough to take the lineage forward, or the burden forward, and now you should enjoy your life. And so they are taking you towards enjoying your life and helping you to move on with uh, more bigger things that you always wanted. So the life is getting transformed. It's the death card, letting go of, crushing the burden that you have been carrying uh, from the past, and taking things in a very different direction, finding your path to your ambitions, finding your path towards your goals, your aspirations is main priority for you in the coming months. And then we have the Tower with Ace of Wands. You have two aces. One is Ace of Cups, which is saying that you are getting a lot of possibilities of new love relationship or some kind of new beginning, which is bringing you emotional satisfaction. And there is again a sudden change in your career. That's what I'm seeing because it's coming just before Ace of Wands. I feel that in your career you would have again a new beginning, a new job, or a new uh, movement, maybe new circumstances. Something is going to change in your job. uh, I'm not joking. You have another tower. Something big is changing around your workplace. uh, Take it for granted. And then you have Knight of Wands, and you would shine like an armor in your workplace because something is changing. I don't know, the same combination was there in the message of the day also yesterday. I don't know when it was, but because I usually record these message of the days 2 or 3 days in advance. I do remember seeing this combination where the Tower and the Knight of Wands came together, and even though I shuffled the cards, still these two come together, which talks volume that there is a big sudden change in your workplace. You would see a new beginning. Either your bosses are going to change, either you are going to change a job because of this communication. A new opportunity is anyhow coming within your same workplace or in a new organization. That is something that will get figured out with time. But yeah, something big is going to change in your work life, which will bring a lot of emotional satisfaction and new beginnings in your career. You would start your career in a very new and fresh way. So that brings me to the end of your reading. I hope this was useful. I hope this was uh, something that you were looking forward to, this kind of information. Do let me know what happens. I'll be looking forward to your messages. Thank you so much. Until next time, bye bye and namaste. Hello, everyone. If you have chosen pile 3, spread your wings, then let's see what does the next phase of your life looks like. What I'm seeing here is that the next phase of your life is being directed by the cosmic energy, the transits of the planets and the stars in the sky, and it is showing you a road to your ambition. It's showing you a road to your goals. Uh, there are two set of goals that you are having right now, and which is one is your ambition that you have picked up in this lifetime, and there is an ambition that you had initially in your karmic destination, that this is what you are going to achieve in your this incarnation as whoever you are right now. So you would get a sense of direction that you can achieve both, and you would start moving in that direction. So with that intention, I'm asking the cards, shuffling all the oracle and tarot cards in front of me to guide us how to achieve these two goals. One is your karmic goal for which you have incarnated, and the uh, for lack of better word, I would say a superficial goal that you have picked up in this lifetime, and which is not a bad thing at all. You don't go by the word superficial as a negative word. Just its lack of terminology, and whatever you have picked up, whatever you want because of your circumstances, because of your people around you. So let's see. So the very first card we have bliss. So what the card is telling here is that spend some time with yourself and try to be happy with your own self. Because if you are not happy with your own self, you cannot be happy with others. If you cannot be happy with others, how would you achieve your goals? Because you cannot achieve all your goals in isolation. That's what they are saying. And what they are saying is that you would get that happiness, maybe by meditating, maybe by exploring something uh, like painting or some kind of activity which keeps you grounded, something which takes you away from the rest of the world. You don't even care. Like for me, doing these tarot readings is like keeps me grounded, keeps me away from the world. And while I'm doing this reading, I'm just into the reading. I don't care of anything else. Then we have peace. What I'm seeing here is a direct impact or a direct benefit that you get with meditation or bliss or doing something which is giving you a way out from the rest of the world, because when you enter the world back after doing that activity, you are so much in peace that now you can handle things with a different a level of grounding without feeling frustrated, without feeling tense. Then we have Moon in Taurus, exaltation. Your mind is overly efficient now. That's what they are saying. So they're describing that you are going to achieve a lot of things here, but the question here is that how and when. So when is something that we'll explore little later, but what they are telling us how, by creating a space for yourself where your mind becomes too efficient. And what they have said is that, yeah, do meditate and do some kind of activity which only you enjoy. You don't have to uh, be with anyone else. For most of the cases, one or two people might enjoy doing something in a public space and with people, like singing in public space. But while you are singing, you are just by yourself and you can do a lot of magic. And then when you stop singing, you are so much at peace that your mind is exalted, and then take care of all the things that are burdening you in your life. Here we also have Mercury in Scorpio talking about caution, which is telling that you don't have to be careless about others in a way that trusting others. What I'm seeing here is that when you are in so much of peace, sometimes uh, you assume that others are also in so much peace. And what happens is that, especially with people who have very strong cancer in positions in their astrological chart, maybe you have Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or uh, two or three planets in the sign of Cancer. Maybe it is a sidereal, maybe it's tropical. I don't want to get into that, but either ways, it is creating that kind of emotion for you. Like you do your best to take care of yourself and others, but others only do their best to take care of their own self, and they never take care of you. And that's where you have to be cautious. You have to be very cautious that don't get into a space where you create expectations from others. Don't. That is not something that you are going to enjoy. So do whatever you have to do for yourself. And if you are motivated, do anything that you want to do for others. There's no restriction, but don't create that expectation, because that will create problem. Then the Lenormand, we have the friend card with dog. Then there is a woman. Then we have fish. Then we have man, and then we have marketplace. Okay. Uh, Most of my audience is women, so you would are going to meet a man, but then it can be vice versa. If there is a man watching this video, then you will meet a woman who would try to befriend you in your workspace. Someone in your workspace of opposite gender, whatever your gender is, of should be of opposite gender, would try to befriend you by giving you some kind of financial opportunity within the workplace. It could be a raise, it could be a high, it could be something that is bringing you more success, it is bringing you more opportunities, or by giving you some kind of uh, increment is something that is coming again and again. So maybe some of you would get increment because of someone of opposite gender. Maybe your boss is of an opposite gender, then it is quite possible. But some kind of financial opportunity, but it would not be a big opportunity. That's what I'm seeing here. It would be a good one, maybe a 200 $300 kind of thing, not a very huge thing that it will, you can go ahead and now after 5 years retire, nothing like that. It would be like just a motivation to continue with what you are doing, because you are good at what you are doing but you are not motivated, and they can see that. Then we have the Sun card here with Queen of Swords and Seven of Swords. Okay, what the cards here are telling is, it's the Seven of Swords is actually reminding about the caution energy, that don't raise your expectation. If someone is giving you an increment, don't raise your expectation. With the Sun card, what I'm seeing here is that everything is quite visible, their intentions are quite visible, and you would take things at its face value, not getting into emotional things, which is perfect. There is some kind of ancestral energy which is guiding you, which is telling you that you have gone through this in the past. You have gone through this kind of drama where people create some kind of opportunity for you to get motivated, and then they just leave you with peanuts, and they actually take care of themselves. That is something that you have gone through in the past for so much, that what they are saying here is that when they bring you this opportunity, you smile, you take that opportunity, but then you also define your own boundaries, that if you are giving me this much raise, this is only what you are going to get from me. You are not getting anything over and beyond. I'm not going to sacrifice everything from my life to do whatever you expect from me. You are very clear with that. Then we have the Chariot, then we have the Tower, and you have the Ace of Swords. Nice. Moving forward, there would be some kind of disruption in your work life, which will bring a lot of clarity for you. A lot of clarity will come for you. You would see a kind of mental growth that you have not seen in past so many 5 6 years, you have not seen, and you would see a lot of hidden truths about your work colleagues, about their ambitions, about their ways of fulfilling their goals, whether they are kind, whether they are rude, whether they are superly ambitious to step over anyone and everyone to fulfill their goals, or whether they have their moral limits. You would have a very good understanding of that, because of a sudden event in your workspace, something will collapse like house of cards, and now you would be able to see why this collapse has happened, because somebody was uh, not taking care of something, or something was, but it will create an opportunity for you to move forward. The Chariot card is telling that you would have an opportunity, and you are completely guarded from that uh, meltdown, that fall that whoever is going to have in your environment. You are completely in the safe zone. You have armor, so that nothing will destroy you. But then there would be a lot of destruction around you. You have to keep your motivations quite high. That's what I'm uh, seeing here. You have to uh, not feel low, that because everything else has collapsed around you, you have no opportunities. No, 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 it's nothing like that. You, in fact, will have more opportunities, and you have to negotiate things very well. You have Five of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, to King of Swords. Wow. You have Queen of Swords here, this one, and then the last card that we have is King of Swords, which is wonderful that you are now not getting into any kind of mental traps. You are not uh, getting into some kind of persuasion about your future, that others want you to handle your future in any way. Like, for example, if you wanted to be a superstar, the only way to become a superstar is to keep doing consistent work day by day for yourself, and support others in whichever capacity you can. But people have been manipulating you to support them in every other way that you can, and keep your work on the sidelines and keep doing it once in a while. And you uh, if there's no consistency in your own work, you will never get become that superstar. And now you have that clarity, and now you are leaving alone others in their own mess. You don't want to get bothered. You are more focused on your own future and ambition, with lot of clarity about what is your ambition, what is that you want to achieve, and how you would achieve that. And you would never want to sacrifice your own ambition for taking care of others. You would not create problems for others by taking care of yourself, but you would not also sacrifice yourself for taking care of others. Something is shifting in the sky which is making you do all of this. Wonderful. And this is something that I really wanted you to do right now, to take care of yourself and move forward in life with all the success that you deserve. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to have a personal reading with me, visit my website astralluck.com. The link is given below. Until next time, bye bye and namaste. See you soon. Hello, pile 4. If you have chosen find balance, uh, this is your reading about what does the next phase of your life look like. First of all, it's straightforward. You, in the next phase of your life, you will be able to find balance, but find balance between what? You will find balance between love and career. You will find balance between time management and uh, your personal ambitions and personal, how do I say this, hobbies. So, how you are investing your time in relationships, how you are investing your times in your personal hobbies and meditation, and for yourself, and with your career. And then what I'm seeing here is that you are finding a balance between how much you should be controlling in your relationship, because if you are not controlling at all, the other person might think that you are least bothered about him or her, or otherwise, you would also find a complaint that you are overbearing, you control a lot. So, you'll find balance in all these things. So, overall, your life is getting balanced, and you're feeling very uh, great in terms of not getting overwhelmed with anything. With that message undertone, let's see what the other cards have to say. So, with that intention to build up on this uh, finding balance, I'm shuffling the cards to see what is coming out for your reading and what the universe wants to communicate, that what is coming in your life in the next phase of your life. So the very first card that you have is strength. So what I'm seeing here is that you are able to bring in that self courage for doing something or for not doing something, because it to not to do something is requires more courage than doing something. And sometimes you uh, want to control a certain phase of your life, and which you are not supposed to control. You want to be in charge of everything. You want to manipulate everything on your own, and sometimes you are not supposed to do that. So you would have the strength to pull yourself back and allow things to happen in your life the way it is supposed to happen. And then stagnation, you are not worried about that you will get stagnated. You are rather more in synchronization with the phases of the planets in the sky and your own karmic phases that you have inherited from your past lives and your ancestors. What I'm seeing here is that if something slows down suddenly for some other reason, you are not feeling frustrated, you are not feeling uh, very bad about it. But if you have gone through that kind of stagnation in the last 4 or 5 years, what they are telling is that you are now finding the strength and the courage to come out of that stagnation, and you want to move forward. And then what the cards are telling is that you are finding balance in your health. We have Sun in Scorpio. This is a great placement. First of all, Sun in Scorpio is said to be losing its energy because it has just come out of Libra, where it has completely lost its energy, and now, but it, because Scorpio being the eighth house, it's a hidden house. I'm I tell you that Sun is here, starts to gain energy, starts to look into mysterious things from where it can gain energy. So your soul is getting inspired to gain energy from mysterious places. We have Mercury in the sign of Pisces. Mercury is giving you all the knowledge that you want, because Mercury has finished one full cycle now. Starting from Aries to Pisces, Mercury has complete knowledge of all the zodiacs, and Mercury is the kind of planet which helps to bring knowledge to us, and also helps to communicate this knowledge to the person next to you. So you are getting inspired to take care of your, not just only your physical health, but your work health, your personal health, your mental health, your relationship health, your uh, meditation and spiritual health. So you are getting a lot of knowledge from the super consciousness, especially from Mercurian energy. Something that represents Mercury in your life would inspire you a lot. Then we have stock with stars, with clover, child, and moon. Wow. I'm very happy to see these five cards, because you don't have any negative cards from Lenormand, which is great. You are transforming for a long term future, not for a short term future, but a long term future. Something's telling me that you are transforming for next 11 years. So you are transforming from now to 2023 December. You are transforming for that long period. And from now till 2023, you would receive lot of recognition because of some kind of new beginning that is going to develop further and bring a lot of recognition for you. And you are getting into that kind of phase where now you just want to work for this new ideology that you have developed because you are not worried about a lot of things. Now you are focusing your 100% on a new ideology, new idea, or a new thought process, and you are getting inspired by some kind of Mercurian energy to do that, and you'll continue doing that. It's interesting that the Clover card here is showing a lot of greenery around it. Not every card in Lenormand shows green, and not every deck would show greenery around clover. So the one that we have today is showing a lot of greenery, which is also associated with the color of Mercury. So I'm feeling very super happy that a lot of luck is coming on your way, both in short term and in long term, which is bringing you lot of recognition and fame, and you are going to start something new very soon. Then we have Seven of Pentacles with Two of Swords and King of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here is that somewhere in the present you are confused between a lot of things. You always wanted to have growth, and you always wanted to have success. You wanted to have enough material gain in your life that you don't have to worry about a lot of things about future. You just want to keep handling your minimum requirements and take care of your aspirations. And if your aspiration is to take care of a certain something in your life, which could be traveling the whole world, you would travel the whole world. You have enough balance in your bank, and you have enough money to actually uh, live your life comfortably, like you would be able to take care of your basic bills like phone, electricity, internet, and all those things, and you could buy your basic clothings that is enough for you to live life comfortably, and you would have enough balance to put food on your plate which is enjoyable. You would have enough for that and travel around the world. So this is an example. You can take it in whichever way you want. One complete aspiration that you always had, plus the basic necessities, basic bills would be taken care of you, rest of the world, because you have all the finances under your control. But yeah, if you are getting too greedy that I have to save for my next generation and the next generation, they also have their own karma and they would save for themselves. You might create opportunities for them, but you don't have to uh, pass on a lot of things for your future generations. So don't worry about it. That's what the cards are telling here. Then we have the Hermit, then we have Wheel of Fortune, and then we have Three of Wands. What the cards here are showing here is that somewhere you are moving from a phase where you were left alone by others, or by choice you decided to get into isolation. That is changing right now. Whatever the kind of isolation was, a forced isolation or a isolation by choice, you are getting out of it because of the Wheel of Fortune, and now you are waiting for something to happen, which I don't know. So for that, I just want to bring one card randomly. Yeah, it's funny that the moment I picked up Eight of Swords, somebody called me, and it was the thought that I was getting was that you are waiting for somebody to rescue you, and the thought that came to me was that nobody will come to rescue you. You can rescue yourself. If you can uh, rescue yourself exactly at this moment, why are you willing to wait for another 10 days, 100 days, or 200 days for someone to come and rescue you when you can be free? at this moment. So that's what the cards are telling. So don't wait for anyone to come and rescue you. You are already rescued if you work towards it on your own. And then we have Queen of Wands, Five of Swords, and Ace of Pentacles. This Five of Swords is directly talking to me about the Eight of Swords. What I'm seeing here is very clearly that you are scared that if you start rescuing yourself, if you start doing what's there in your mind, a lot of people will get annoyed and you will destroy your relationships. I'm giving you a very nice explanation that you should go ahead and do that, because if you continue to wait for someone to come and change things for you, that will not happen. On the other hand, you would be mentally disturbed and you would anyhow destroy that relationship, because you are continuously being an imposter in that relationship, because you are doing something which you never wanted to do. And when I said imposter, I saw 1313 on the camera, because I'm recording each pile separately. So 1313 was adding up to 4 4, talking about North Node to me, which is more of follow your North Node, follow your aspirations, follow your goals, follow your ability to transform yourself. If you know your birth chart, see where your North Node is and just follow that position. Like, or else, if you want me to do an analysis of your North Node and South Node, just leave a message below. Then I can introduce that on my website, and you can pay me a small fees about for that, and I can do a half an hour analysis video recording of es- only your North Node and South Node, and send you a personalized reading on that based on your birth chart, and it would give you a direction in your life. Where are you coming from and where you are going in future, and you would find a lot of success in your life. So what the Five of Swords is screaming and telling you is that please, please, please do what is right for you, what your mind is speaking you to do, what your North Node is speaking you to do, because you are in the position of Queen of Wands right now, who can do a lot of things. You have a lot of power. It's something that you are not realizing, and you would start a new beginning for yourself, as we saw here. So there is a certain kind of hope and aspiration that somebody will come and bring that change for you. A friend will come, a mentor will come. Mm, he or she may come whenever the time is right, but at this moment, you can free yourself and start moving in the direction of your North Node Rahu, which is the purpose of your life right now, and get everything moving. And when the person who is supposed to guide you or mentor you, or someone who is supposed to come and take care of you, or someone who is supposed to fall in love for you with you, sorry, would come uh, even more easily, because you would have less boundaries for that person to cross. So please, please, please do what is right for you right now. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope you would really want to know how things are going in your future. And if you want to have this Rahu Ketu analysis of your birth chart, in fact, I'll just keep it, because I don't want to wait for 10 people to request for it. I'll just add that to my website. If you are interested, I've never offered anything on a live, on a recording like this. But yeah, I think that there would be one or two people who really want that information right now. And I'll price it decently. I'll not overprice it. So if you want to have something read about only that aspect of your life, where you're coming from and where you're supposed to go in future, do contact me through my website and I'll do that reading for you. Thank you so much. Until next time, bye bye and namaste.